let a man tell you to go get an abortion and you want to go get an abortion. So me, if a woman gets an abortion, like if I know about it, I'm not gonna date her because I'm gonna say, hey ma'am, so you really wanted that child, but because of a man, he told you not to have the child. So you went ahead and decided not to have the child. Then, ma'am, you're stupid. You are very dumb because now you've put yourself in the bad graces of God. Because you go kill a child, man, God really takes that serious because God tells you not to harm any of his little ones. Even though the child isn't born yet, that's one of God's little ones in your belly. So if a man tells you he doesn't want the child because he's not ready for the child, or he's just, I don't know, he's just a stupid man, and you let a stupid man get you pregnant, and you go kill the child, man, that's very serious. Because now you're playing with your eternity. Because now you can be facing damnation in hell. So that's what I'm saying. If a man could make you sin against God, already you guys are having, let's say you guys are not married and you guys are having sex already out of wedlock, you're already sinning against God. And now you go ahead and kill a child, you're just asking for more problems, in my opinion. And I don't want to talk about this, but I gotta talk about it because it's a huge celebrity. It's a huge celebrity that's doing this too, that has done this. So this is about Joe Budden. It's not about Joe Budden, but I'm going to use Joe Budden as an example. So you're in your 40s. I don't know how old you are. You're in your 40s. So you have this woman that you're stringing along because she's allowing you to string her along because you're wealthy. You're a wealthy man. You probably up 50 to 100 M's. We're guessing. We don't know. So I can't count nobody's pockets, but I'm guessing. So if you're up 50 to 100 M's, this woman wants the soft life. Every woman wants the soft life, but not every woman is pretty enough to get the soft life. Just being honest. So if she's pretty enough, this girl, Sade, she's pretty. She's pretty. I said she's pretty. That's crazy. She's pretty. So she could get that soft life. But this man is giving her the soft life. But I feel like he doesn't really trust this girl for some reason. I don't know. Or I don't know, some insecurity. Get a marriage, because every real man deep down wants a family. It could be marriage and some kids, or a girlfriend with some kids. But most men want marriage. I don't know when they want marriage, but most men want marriage. So he's stringing this girl along, making her get abortions and all these crazy things. And to make fun of it for content is insane to me. And as a woman, you don't check your man like, hey, goofy, why are you on the internet telling these people that I got an abortion after you made me get that abortion? Because if your dumb self, you're not ready to have a child, but you want to have me on birth control, and you keep nutting in me, you keep ejaculating in me, and you got me pregnant. Now you're acting like you don't want a child, but you kept on ejaculating in me. So are you serious? Are you serious on not wanting a child? Because why do you keep ejaculating in me if you don't want a child? So now you've made me you've made me conceive, and now you've made me not conceive. You've made me get rid of the conception. I was about to say conceivation, whatever it's called. So now you've made me get rid of the conceivation. Oh man. So you made me get rid of the pregnancy because you're not ready for a child. You already have a lot of kids by 1 or 2 baby mothers. So if you don't want kids, you got to prevent yourself from having kids. You got to take all the precautions to not having children. So that means you do want kids. If you keep ejaculating and you know your semen works, you're gonna conceive a child. So ma'am, you made this man made you go get an abortion for no good reason. That's on you. You can't blame him because now he's gonna use it for content. Because what you get that abortion and now him using it for content is what is getting the bills paid. So if you want your bills paid, you got to do that. He has to use it for content, unfortunately. So you put yourself in that situation. And I don't know if she feels like this is all she could do in terms of finding a man. I don't know. And Joe Biden's talking about he's gonna marry this girl, whatever. I don't know if he has proposed. Maybe he has. I don't know. But to me, it feels like there's no marriage happening. And I think he's been with this lady for 2 or 3 years. And man knows if he wants to marry a chick in 1 or 2 or 3 years. Mostly one and a half years. 1.5 years, he knows he wants to marry this woman. So if it's been longer than that, then he probably doesn't want to marry you, man. Unfortunately. You gotta take a hint. You gotta take a hint, man. But yeah, I had to make this video because women are getting taken advantage of. You women are putting your life at risk and your souls at risk. Because when you get an abortion, you could die on that table. Many women have died on an abortion table. So you think you could trust a human being to create a pill that could kill your child in your belly and not kill you too? You think a human being is smart like that? No, you're not smart like that. These doctors are not smart. These doctors there's always a lot of evidence of moral practice. So if there's a lot of moral practice happening, you think a doctor could be, or a chemist could be smart enough to not have any errors? The only person that doesn't make errors is God. So if it's not God that is killing that child, and you're letting a human kill that child, there could be errors, there could be mistakes, and your life could be at risk. And after that, if you make it at that table, your soul could be at risk because now God has seen you kill that child. Because obviously, if you have an abortion, you're not Christian, or you're sinning. So if you're sinning against God, where do you think your soul is going? It's going to hell. Because no Christian in their right mind is going to be like, oh, I'm saved, let me kill a child. And obviously no good Christian is going to be like, I'm not married to this man, but let me keep sleeping with him and later on conceive. So it's your fault, man. You're living for Satan. So if you keep living for Satan, this is what's going to happen to your life. It's going to be miserable. It's going to be miserable, man. Unfortunately, you're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to your own self. Nobody's forcing you to be with that man. You can do better if you want, but you can't do better, obviously, because you don't know what better is. So it's basically what you're doing is just settling, and we all have to settle, but you have to settle for a good man. Because I'm going to settle. Everyone's going to settle. My woman might not want me to be. My woman might want me to be 6'1". I'm 5'10". So she's gonna have to settle. She's gonna have to settle. And if I want a woman that's maybe 130 pounds and this woman is 150, I'm gonna have to settle. Because it's just weight. She can lose the weight eventually if she wants to lose the weight. I'm gonna settle on that part, and she's gonna settle on my height. So we all have to settle, unfortunately, because we all don't get what we want. That's how God wants it. Because we are all not perfect, and the imperfections of us, when we come into a union, that makes us perfect. Because now we get to uplift each other and love each other like Christ loves us, and we can show that through our relationships with our spouse. Yeah, that's it for the video, man. Women gotta love themselves, respect their bodies, and cherish their bodies that God has given to them, and not misuse it for a man's pleasure. Because a man's pleasure is going to lead you into hell. Because if a man really loves you, he wants you to be saved. Every man that wants, any good man that's Christian is going to want you to be saved. So he's going to try and protect you. We all have fallen short of the glory of God. That means we all make mistakes. But if a man really cares about you, he's going to show effort into trying to help you get saved, trying to help you get closer to the Lord. That's a man's job. A man's job is to provide protection. And the only way we can protect you is protection from the Lord. That's the only way I know how to protect you. After that, and God's going to give me the wisdom, the confidence to protect you physically on earth. That's how it works. That's how it works, man. Woman, that's how it works. You gotta pick a good man. You don't want to pick a D is gonna lead you to hell. And you can have all the D's in hell. You're gonna be praying. It's not gonna be enjoyable though. But you gotta do what you wanna do, right? You wanna do what you wanna do.